Change your water, change your life.
Okay, fantastic. So everyone do see my screen. I'm going to start now. Yeah, this is our company tagline, or you call it slogan. It says change your water, change your life. And those who have attended this session, he previously said that it's a big statement, but it happened for many of us, especially distributors who are in this business, because it not only change our health, it change our financial situation as well. So I'm going to go straight into my presentation tonight. So how it all started. In many parts of the world, there are places where people say there's miracle waters. Why they say miracle waters? Apparently, in this, I think in the entire world, there's about 7 or 8 places with very, very good water. If people with health issues, it seems that when they drink water from this region for a period of time, they do see health improvement. So the word spreads and people start calling this water miracle waters. On the slides, you can see in Lourdes, France, very popular among Catholics. Mexico, in Germany, Muslim, they are very aware of Zamzam water. In China, there's a place called Pharma. It's very good water, and people there live up to a ripe old age. But to scientists, there's no such thing as miracle water. Okay, they need an explanation for everything. So what they did was they took water samples from all these regions, they did a test, and they have a finding. They realized that all this water has in common is only one thing: active hydrogen. So what is active hydrogen? We all do know that water is H2O, 2H and 1O, right? So the H in this water, when people call miracle waters, the H is active. The hydrogen is alive, not dead. That makes a huge difference in the water quality. And I'll further explain on that later. So with that finding, there's an amazing breakthrough in technology. Enagic is the company that sells machines that produce water of this quality. In the old days, machines are huge for hospitals to use. In the mid-90s, Enagic began to have household units. Okay? Who is Enagic? It's a 46-year-old private Japanese company. They are original equipment manufacturer of electrolysis water generator for medical use. They have many ISO. The common ones you see on the screen is 9001, 14001. But the unusual and the special one and the outstanding one is ISO 13485. What is that? That is an ISO for medical devices. For example, the CT scan in the hospital where they scan your brain, that is ISO 13485. So what does it mean when a machine has this kind of standard? It means all materials are medical grade. Enagic has are in 23 countries, 40 locations globally, and it's always expanding. This is the certificate, the ISO certification. You can see the certificate holder, it says here is Enagic. What's their scope of business? Manufacture of electrolysis water generator for medical use. I think there are more than 40 different water systems globally. Enagic is the only one in the entire world has this ISO 13485 for their water system, which is a electrolyzed reduced water generator for medical use. Next, those who can understand Mandarin, on the bottom of the certificate is written in Japanese, but if you read it in Mandarin, it is 日本成人病预防协会. That translates to, on the right, Japanese Association of Preventive Medicine for Adult Diseases. Okay, so that's the name of the association. So what are adult diseases? Well, basically like diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. But diseases like this, now the age group is really, the demographics has changed. Even young people get diabetes now, right? How to obtain this certificate? More than 6,500 doctors has to do clinical trial with the water. It took Enagic 5 years to get this certification. Okay, so the minimum number is 6,500 doctors have to certify that it works. I think now we have more than 8,000. That is just the requirement. And among all the water system, only Enagic has this certification globally. Now, if you go to our website, there's a lot of certification. I'm just going to share with you the screen, which I think is very prominent and it's with volume. Okay, so this is the third one. You see that it says Water Quality Association. This is a third-party endorsement by American Water Quality Association. If you go to, let's say, in Singapore, we have shopping center like the Ngee City, Takashimaya, Isetan. There are a lot of water systems selling there. Okay. Some salespeople like to say, "Oh, you know what? Our company is WQA member." What does it mean, WQA member? Anybody can be a member of an association. You just need to pay and you join. And what do you get? Monthly newsletter. Okay, but Enagic is not just a member. We are being awarded a gold seal for our high quality of this machine. Okay, that is the gold seal, and this gold seal you can find on our SD501 machine. All right, and this gold seal is we are also the only one globally to have this gold seal certification. Now, who is using Kangen water? This gentleman, his name is Dr. Hiromi Shinya. He's the co-developer of colonoscopy and the inventor of polypectomy. Okay? Polypectomy is a procedure non-invasive to remove cysts and fibroid from our stomach. So medical doctors, especially gastrointestinal medical students rather, sometimes they call this method Shinya method because he's the one who invented it, right? So he has published several books. This is just one of them. In this book called The Enzyme Factor in page 159, he says, Kangen water is alkaline rich. Hear this, it's alkaline rich, it's not alkaline water, it's a different thing, okay? And considered the very best drinking water. Why? Because of its incomparable powers of hydration, detoxification, and antioxidation. So these are the tests I will do and show you later on. On the right, you can see the before and after picture of one of his patients that he shared. That's why, because he has seen a lot of improvement in his patients, his treatment protocol definitely includes Kangen water. He tells all his patients to drink Kangen water. Another expert, this gentleman is called Robert Wright. He's the director of American Anti-Cancer Institute. This book is very, very interesting. I encourage a lot of my friends to read this book because it has many chapters. It tells you how the cancer industry started, based on chemo, radiation, how it all started. There's many chapters to teach people how to adopt different protocols to prevent or even, in many cases, reverse cancer. Okay, so in chapter 6 is solely dedicated to water. It's the science behind water and how water can help us do that. So there's 3 parts that I extract from the book. The first part, it says here about Dr. Hiromi Shinya using the water as a protocol for all his patients, highlighted there. All of the cancer patients that he and his team have treated have a 0 recurrence of any kind. That's in page 167. Next, he mentioned that he already has a machine. Okay, he's just saying that if he's looking for an electrolysis unit today, he will buy our SC501 made by the United Company because it's simply the Rolls Royce of water ionizers. To be fair, because this book is published several years ago, before the K8 was being launched. So during that time, when he published this book, yes, SB501 is the highest quality, but now we have another model called K8. And the last part is that he has no financial interest with Enagic. He does not receive any remuneration or for recommending or writing all these things inside his book. Okay, these are just pure research that he shared with people inside his book. So just to show you that he's a real person, not a fiction character. So he was in Singapore, I think 3 years ago, time flies. So he had a seminar about killing cancer, not people. Many of us attended the session. It was really mind-blowing. Our human body is more than 70% water. Okay, you look at the chart there. Even our bones have water. Brain is 80%, blood is 90%. So if that much of water is inside your body, what is the quality of your 70%? You ask yourself honestly. You hear this a lot. Oh, you must drink 8 cups of water a day. Why 8 cups? Because 1 cup is about 250 ml. 8 cups gives you 2 liters. But when people hear 2 liters, they say, well, Yang is so much. How to drink? Actually, it's only 8 cups. Okay? By the way, for foreigners, watiang is just a local slang for exaggeration or exclamation. Sorry about that. So let's recall what you drank yesterday. For example, in the morning you drink 1 cup of coffee, then 1 cup of tea, maybe some filtered water or bottled water. Then in the afternoon, then a cup of coffee. In the evening, a beer, a wine, a total of 8 cups. But you cannot count soda, beer, and wine, or even coffee as water, because coffee and tea is actually diuretic, right? So many people, I think, throughout the day, they only drink 3 to 4 cups of water. And what is the quality of that 4 cups? Because that determines the quality of your 70%. If our body is 70% of its water, how do you get the 70%? By drinking, not by soaking in the bathtub or dancing in the moon, right? Now, this is the levels of organization in our body. Okay, I think we have learned this in school, just let me recap a little for you. So we are made up of cells. Okay, of course there's atoms and all that. I'm not going to go into that. Yeah, let's start with cells. There's plenty of cells in our body. All the cells comes together, it forms tissues. All the tissues come together, it forms organs. So with these organs, we have our operating system, right? Respiratory system, digestive system, and so on. And all these come together, we have our whole body. Now, I think many of you might have this experience before. For example, old neighbor or old classmate or distant relative or even someone close to your heart is diagnosed with cancer, for example. When we know someone is diagnosed with cancer, our first reaction or our first question very often is stage 1. We ask stage 1. What do you hear? Most of the time, stage 3, stage 4. Do you hear stage 1? No. Why? Because we all have cancer cells in our body. It is the cell's environment that depends what happens to those cells, whether it mutate, it multiply. When it affects the tissues, that's stage 2. When it affects your organ, that's stage 3. When it affects your system, that's stage 4, and so on. But why when people are being diagnosed with cancer, it's very common to hear stage 3? Because, for example, a lot of us, we do annual medical checkup. So what do you do during those checkups? You do urine tests, blood tests, ECG, maybe some disease tests, and so forth, or cancer markers. Okay. It doesn't really tell you have cancer or not. Let's say you cough for a period of more than 2 months, and you're so worried about the situation of your lungs, you go and see a general practitioner, a regular doctor in the clinic. The doctors might think that, oh yeah, coughing for 2 months is something unusual, right? They will refer you to a specialist, or rather go to the hospital. They will take an x-ray to look at your lungs. If there's dark shadow, then there's a possibility of a tumor. From there, they will take out tissues from your lungs to test whether is it benign or malignant, or is it cancerous, in another word, in layman terms. Okay? So when people find out they have cancer at stage 2, it's not their fault. It's not that, how come they discover so late? How come they are so not careful? It must affect your organ function, then it will trigger for you to do further tests. Okay? Those annual medical checkup is insufficient to do that. Unless breast cancer, because it's on the surface, when you feel a lump, something is unusual, you go and see a doctor, then they take out tissue from the lump. With further tests, they can determine whether it's stage 2 or some very early is stage 1A. But we cannot touch our kidney, lung, and liver to see if there's lump, right? So it must affect the function to trigger us to do further tests. So if you look at this chart, don't you think it is best to first look after ourselves? So how do we do that? Because our body fundamentally makes up of cells. Okay? The cell's environment is water. So basically, in layman terms, your cells float on water. Each cell, 90% is water. So the water content in your body is very important because that is your cell's environment. I'm just using cancer as an example, but if our body is made up of cells, a lot of universes start from there. Okay? So how do we do that? Then we have to drink the best water available the water that our body thirsts for. So I will introduce to you Kangen water. The company name is Enagic. Kangen water is the name Enagic gives to the water that's coming out from the machine. Okay? It means back to origin in Japanese. Kangen, Huanyuan means back to origin. Because we are all born alkaline, we are all born healthy. This water will help bring back our health. So what are the properties in Kangen water? 3 things. It's very antioxidizing. It alkalizes our body. And it's microplastic. Prior to drinking Kangen water, I've heard about antioxidants, I've heard about alkalinity. I do not know about microplastic, but I think it is extremely important, which you'll see in the test later. So first thing first, let's talk about antioxidation, or rather oxidation. When you cut an apple into two, it turns brown. Okay, that's oxidation. You put a nail out in the open, rain, shine, and then it becomes rusty. So that's oxidation. Everything oxidizes every second, every minute. All of us. Now, you look at the picture of the lady. When people are 65, 70, they can Botox, put Botox on their face and make themselves look 30. But who are they kidding? Their organs are still 65, 70. We have to take care of ourselves internally. Because oxidation happens internally as well. Oxidation is as good as saying sickness and aging. So how do we slow down that process? This is the oxidation reduction potential chart. In short, it's ORP. So what is oxidation reduction potential? You read it backwards. The potential to reduce oxidation in your body when you consume whatever you do on the chart. So on the right hand side of the chart is positive ORP. That is sports drink, tap water, filtered water, RO water, etc. Green tea, we hear this a lot, right? Drink green tea is good for you. Japanese people, they live in the for drink a lot of green tea every day. So, green tea is high antioxidant, value about -100. Fresh fruits and vegetables, depending on what type. It can be -50, -100, or up to -200 even. And then there's cod liver oil, and then there's Kangen water. So let's look at antioxidant test, or rather ORP test. I'm going to play a video for you.
So you've always been told that you need to drink 8 glasses of water per day. But do you really know why? Our bodies are made up of over 75% water. Every cell, tissue, organ in your body needs water to survive. But not all water is created equal. Tap water is full of contaminants and added chemicals that are harmful to our bodies. While bottled water might seem like the better option, the production process is highly unregulated and contains harmful chemicals leached from the plastic containers. Also, this water is acidic and affects your body's pH and antioxidant balance. To top it all off, when it's not recycled, these bottles end up in our community's landfills, rivers, destroying our local ecosystem. So what can you do? What if you knew of one product that not only will give you clean, refreshing, yummy drinking water, it will help you replace harmful household chemicals and help you go green in your entire home? Want to learn more? Here's how. This is your new SD501, Enagic's flagship model that will filter your tap water through electrolysis to produce super hydrating alkaline antioxidant water. This portable system connects to your faucet and is capable of producing 7 different types of waters. First, the water travels through your double carbon antibacterial filter to remove contaminants and chlorine, leaving you with clean, incredibly delicious drinking water. Next, the water passes over 7 electrically charged platinum dipped titanium plates, producing Kangen and acidic waters. It's alkaline and full of antioxidants and able to fully hydrate and detoxify the body's cells and tissues. So how can a water be antioxidizing? Well, an antioxidant is a simple molecule capable of stopping the oxidation and deterioration of other molecules. Enagic's industry-leading Japanese technology uses electricity to separate the molecules in your water, leaving more antioxidizing molecules available to stop oxidation, inflammation, and the aging process in your body. This is an ORP meter, which literally measures a liquid's potential to reduce oxidation. The more positive the reading, the more oxidizing or inflammatory the liquid is. The more negative the reading, the more antioxidizing and anti-inflammatory a liquid is. We'll go to Propel. This is actually the same as vitamin water, Gatorade, Powerade, any sports drink. About 400s. Going up and down there. We got Sprite. We all kind of know that soda's bad for us. Diet sodas, by the way, and dark colored sodas are in the 500s. But Sprite is right around 436. And we got Kangen. And it's been sitting out a while, so that's pretty good for sitting out. That's negative 483. Right out of the tap, I get negative 800.
Did you hear what she said? That cup of Kangen has been sitting out for a while. It's negative 400 plus. Right out the tap, it can go up to negative 800. It means even Kangen water oxidizes. So when you see a bottled water that says, oh, $20, very high antioxidant, please don't pay big bucks for that. Okay? Because it's not that they are lying to you. When they put the water in the bottle, yes, maybe there's antioxidant of minus 200 or 100, I do not know. But the thing is, the moment it's being shipped in a container, sent to the port, sent to the warehouse, sent to the supermarket, by the time you buy, you open, you drink, it's probably more than 6 months later. So it's not possible to bottle antioxidant that we. That's why Kangen, we don't sell Kangen water bottled in the supermarket. You have to purchase the machine, drink it fresh to have the best benefit. Okay, so what you see just now, the measurement of ORP, that is the measurement of active hydrogen in millivolts. Active hydrogen is one type of antioxidant. When consumed, it can donate electrons to your cells to help you fight free radicals. Okay, so next I'm going to talk about acidity. So what causes acidity in our body? We are all born in an alkaline state. Okay, age 0 to 25, we are about 7.7 for the anabolic stage. 25 to 45, we stabilizes, that's about 8.7, and after 45, we get more and more acid. This is the ideal situation, but I have friends age 28, 32, they are getting severe gout or diabetes. So doesn't mean if you are between age 25 to 45, you are very safe, because there's a lot of external factor that affects us. For example, diet. A lot of food we eat daily are actually acidic. Stress, emotion, anger, dialect, we say take, all these are bad for our health. Smoking, extremely acidic, of course. Medications, this I'm referring to pharmaceutical Western medication, not Chinese herbs. Okay? When you are being prescribed medication, you will hear the nurse tell you, right? The instruction is after food, consume after food, because it's too acidic to have it on the empty stomach. Pollution. I think now we are slightly better because of COVID, lockdown, but prior to that, or even here going forward, pollution is going to come back and it's going to get worse. But I have people tell me, oh, I eat very healthy, I never get angry, I don't smoke, I never take medication, I live in a mountain. But who are you kidding? We are aging every day. Okay, so aging plus the rest of the situation, we are just getting more and more acidic every day. And when there's too much acid in our body, acidosis happens. And acidosis is the root cause of a lot of illnesses. This is Dr. Warburg. He's no ordinary doctor. He's the first person that discovered the real cause of cancer. And he won a Nobel Prize for it in 1931. In his study, or rather in his research, he says cancer is only caused by two basic conditions: acidosis, which is too much acid in our body, and hypoxia, our cells lack of oxygen. Cancerous tissue are acidic, healthy tissues are alkaline. Period. Another doctor, Barudi, he published a book called Alkalize or Die. It's a very strong thing to say, either you alkalize or you die. Why? Because he said all disease comes from the same root cause, too much acidity. So you have to alkalize yourself or you are going the other direction. So this is a pH chart. pH is actually from the full chart. Okay, it is 1 to 14. But in a color chart, most of the time you only see 4 to 10, because above 10, the color does not change much anymore. Below 4, it does not change much too. 7 is neutral. It's neither acidic or alkaline. And how to get alkalinity? in nutritious food, good emotion, and positive activities. And how do you get acid in your body? Of course, with acidic food, medication, aging, and so forth, like the chart I showed you earlier. Now let's look at a pH test.
Everything we eat or drink is either alkalizing or acidifying on the body. Unfortunately, the majority of us consume foods and beverages that are sugar-laden, highly processed, leaving our bodies in a state of acidosis, which can lead to illness and accelerate the aging process. By restoring the body to an alkaline state, we can regain control of our health. Since our bodies are over 70% water, the best way to do this is by drinking water with a good amount of naturally occurring alkaline minerals. These are just pH drops like you would test your pool, or anything you're wanting to test the pH of a liquid. If you look at the pH chart, it's about a 4, and then typically pop and sports drinks are right in between a 3 and a 4 pH. When you got your Kangen, this is actually the 9.5 water, but the machine can make 8.5, 9, or 9.5 so that you don't detox too quickly. A fun little trick I want to show you guys is I pulled the Kangen water here. Let's say you've been drinking bottled water for a long time, and you're like, okay, well, how long could it take for the water to kind of help my body? Well, I drink Kangen, drinking the Kangen water. But, you guys, sports drinks and sodas are so acidic. It actually takes 32 glasses of Kangen water just to neutralize one soda. Check this out. Take the soda, take the Kangen.
So are you still going to drink soda after you see this test? This is a slow poison, I would call it. It's really slow poison. Sometimes you see on YouTube, right, they use Coca-Cola to wash toilet or wash some rusty, whatever, pipes, and it works. Because that's how acidic it is. So can you imagine drinking soda and filling your internal pipes with this kind of acidity? It's extremely harmful and it's sugar-related.
Everything.
Now, some people ask me, if I drink Kangen water, will I be too alkaline? I get this question a lot. Doesn't mean you drink 9.5, you become 9.5. Okay? You drink Kangen water, it will not make you a Smurf. You won't turn blue. You look at this food chart. On the left of the chart are food we take all the time. On the right of the chart are the food we take sometime, unless you're extremely health conscious, right? We can't say, today onwards, I'm only going to eat the right side, I will eat the left side. Why? Because we all have balanced diet. We need a balanced diet. We need the vitamins, the nutrients from all these food that we see on the chart. So you're bound to eat food on the left and the right side of the chart. Okay? So Kangen water will only help you balance your body in a good region. Okay, it's about 7.365, right? You saw in the earlier chart. Doesn't mean you drink pH 9 and your body will be 9. It's not possible because on top of that, there's the emotion of anger, anxiety, the pollution, or whatever there is that's stressing us out day in and day out. Okay, so Kangen water will only help you in a very good state. The third test you're going to see is called microplastic. Microplastic water. Water is H2O, but when you pour water or you turn on the tap, the water starts to flow, right? It does not flow in single molecule. It's not each drop is H2O. It's not like that. Okay, it comes in a cluster like grapes. So regular water is about 15 to 20. Some can even go up to 25 molecules. But Kangen water is only 5 to 6 molecules. So imagine you try to put a bunch of grape into a regular 250 ml cup. You will not fit. But 5, 6 grape, can you fit into the cup? It goes in very easily. Okay. So to simplify things, I'm going to call the left side this kind of big cluster water, big water, and the right side, I'm going to call Kangen water small water for easy understanding. Okay. So let's look at the next test.
See this in action. This is my absolute favorite. So you see this Lipton green tea bag? We want this to represent your body. Now, this is not some major scientific experiment. It's just a cool idea so you can see the better hydration and detoxification. So we'll put the tea bag in there. I want you to pretend like you're drinking Dasani all day and you're trying to get yourself hydrated. This is really important for athletes. It's really important for dealing with brain fog. And of course, with the detoxification, it's really important for losing weight and for feeling better because toxins, we'll even get a little help there. Toxins sit in our cells, and if you can't get them out with your water, what did my skeptical husband say? He said, well, that's not fair. The tea bag was already wet, right? But isn't that cool? That's showing you the superior hydration, better detoxification of your cells. But just so you know that we weren't, cheating, and it wasn't because the tea bag was already wet. We'll go back to the Dasani. You know how when you feel really bloated or your stomach feels really full and sloshy with bottled water or tap water, you're drinking a lot of water? It's because it's sitting in your stomach and not actually absorbing into the intestines. To give you a little dose of science, the Kangen water, between the good alkaline minerals and the antioxidant, it can open your pyloric valve and go straight into the intestines. We actually have the top colon doctor in the world, Dr. Hiromi Shenya. He created the polyposcopy and helped create the colonoscopy. And this is why he recommends Kangen water as the main beverage to drink, because the Kangen water absorbs the tea better. That's showing you how you can absorb your nutrients better and how you can get waste and toxins out of your cells better. It's a pretty cool representation. See this?
Okay, so drinking small water, well, I call it small water for simple understanding, that is very important because you look at this chart. There are different functions of water in our body. Well, some look insignificant, right? It says moisturize our mouth. But this is very important because when you offer somebody a cup of water, sometimes you hear the response is, it's okay, I'm not thirsty, I will drink later. Why wait until you're thirsty? You shouldn't wait until you're thirsty to drink. You should drink or sip throughout the day. When you actually feel thirsty, you are already begin to be dehydrated. Now, why I highlight this in red? Because this will emphasize to you the importance of microclustered water, or I call it small water. Because the function of water, here it says to assist detoxification and reduce the burden on our kidneys and liver. So if the water you drink is so-called too big, it's unable to work in your cellular level to help you remove toxic buildup from the kidney and the liver. Then the second one there below, if the water you drink is not small enough, it's unable to work in your cellular level to properly transport nutrients and oxygen into your cells. Why these two are important? Like what Dr. Warburg said. Cancer are only two basic conditions. Too much acid in our body and our cells lack of oxygen. This is another famous doctor. Look at the big names on the slide there, okay? So he said, we have understood the importance of alkalizing diet. Eating broccoli, eating kale, for decades. But we have been unsuccessful in getting our patients to do that. How much kale, how much blueberry, how much broccoli can you eat in a day? We cannot eat enough alkaline food to keep our body alkaline. So, drinking water is the easiest way to get people alkaline very easily. Hundreds of thousands of their patients have seen remarkable results from drinking Kangen medical grade. Okay, you see that it's medical grade drinking water. This is how one of our machines look like because we have different models. So the earlier demo that you saw, the three properties where it shows Kangen has very high antioxidant, it is alkalizing, and the water is microclustered. The three tests was done with Kangen water 9.5. So this will replace your cooking water, your daily drinking water, to make coffee, make tea, make soup, cook rice, and drink like regular water. Okay. There's another button you press, it gives you clean water. So this clean water is tap water going through our filter, did not go through the electrolysis process. This is good for to make baby formula milk or to consume, to take prescribed medication from doctors. The next one you see, beauty water. Beauty water is just a name our company gives to the water. Why is it called beauty water? Because the pH is between 4 to 6. If you go to a supermarket, or in Singapore we have this thing called Watson or Garden Pharmacy, Johnson & Johnson product or some other products, hair, skin, scalp product, at the front of the bottle they like to put pH 5.5. Why? Because our hair skin scalp, the most ideal pH is between 4 to 6. So this is very good for people with skin issues or even without skin issues. This is very moisturizing. You can use it as a toner. The one at the bottom is strong acidic water. This is pH 2.5. Anything below 2.7 has the ability to kill viruses and bacteria. So this will replace the sanitizer that you need to buy, especially now during COVID, right? I'm not saying that this water can kill COVID, but as it is, we are being encouraged to use sanitizer. And where do we buy them? From regular shopping centers, shopping mall in Singapore, we buy from NTUC. So this is as good as regular sanitizer, if not better. Why? There is no harmful chemical in our pH 2.5. It is just water with a very low pH. So good that you can actually spray in your eyes if you have a sore eye or of any kind. But can you spray the sanitizer, the bottled one with high alcohol content into your eye? No. This is what they use in hospitals to sanitize surgical knives. Dental clinics are using 2.5 for their patients. I used to run a Japanese restaurant, so we use this pH 2.5 to sanitize the sashimi chopping board and the knives. If you have sore throat, you can gargle with pH 2.5 and it will soothe your throat and your sore throat will go away. If you have ulcers in your mouth, 2.5 is very powerful. If you accidentally cut yourself, this one I cannot show you a demo. If you accidentally cut yourself, quickly rinse with 2.5. Yes, I can vouch for it because accidentally cutting ourselves is very common in my restaurant. My colleagues love this 2.5 water. Okay, if very deep cut, please go to the hospital. I'm talking about normal cuts. Now, the first one on top, it says strong Kangen water, pH 11.5. Anything above pH 11 has the ability to emulsify body. Why is this important? All our fruits and vegetables has pesticides. Okay, and pesticides are oil-based. So that when the farmers spray, even if it rains, they do not have to re-spray because water cannot wash away oil. So the rain cannot wash away the oil-based pesticide. Look at these farmers spraying the pesticide on the field. They look like astronauts. If it's not safe to breathe, why is it safe to eat? So I'm going to show you a quick test on how the strong Kangen water can help remove pesticides.
Organic, right? And pesticides are oil-based because when it rains, they have to have the oil so the pesticides don't fall off. Well, the 11.5 is our strong alkaline Kangen water that's highly antioxidant, and it actually can remove all oils, which is why you can replace your laundry detergent with it and replace any kind of like degreaser for your stove or any kind of like cleaner like that. But here is my favorite part. So we're going to wash these tomatoes with bottled water, or just say filtered water, right? Then we're going to wash these tomatoes with the 11.5 water. Oops, I'm gonna make a mess. Okay. We actually have this proven on PubMed to remove between 80 to 95% of all pesticides from your produce. My favorite part is that not only does the produce taste better, because it's not have that filmy, gross, slimy pesticide taste, and the produce lasts about a week longer. So by the way, when you wash your produce, so any fruits and vegetables at home with tap water, the chlorine is actually being absorbed into your fruits and vegetables. Same with your shower. That's why we have a shower unit. Even bottled water or filtered water at home, the chemicals are being put into the produce. But the worst part is it's not pulling out the pesticides and really cleaning the produce like you would like it to. Where the 11.5 can actually penetrate all oil and emulsify it and break it down and pull out all those pesticides. So now that you've seen what this SC501 machine can do for your health, it's easy to see why Enagic says, change your water, change your life. We'd like to help bring the cleanest, healthiest water to you and your family and friends and make a global impact on health, starting with your community. One more note on bottled water. It may seem like the convenient choice, but with all the harmful chemicals in the plastic and the acidity of the water, it's basically a poison to your body. And some bottled water companies take the clean water from indigenous people, and they have no clean drinking water, just so we can have a more convenient bottle. When we say a global impact, we really mean it. When you're drinking Kangen water instead of bottled water, it's better for the community, the ecosystem, and you and your family. organic.
So you heard her say eco-friendly. Why is it eco-friendly? Because if you know how to fully utilize the Enagic Kangen machine, all these things you see on the screen, you don't have to buy. It can be replaced. You know, in my home, there's no sieve, there's no Clorox, there's no Magic Clean, Dettol. It's all coming from my Kangen machine. So it's extremely eco-friendly because all these are actually bad for the environment and it is bad for our health. All this we can do without, all right? So I'm going to just quickly share a brief testimonial. These are some are people I know personally, some are from my seniors. So the first one you see top left is my mom's friend. She has a severe psoriasis since young. She came to take water for me just to do a water trial. And in 25 days, look at this red patch. This is her back. It's gone. It's so much minimized. Okay? And then on the right hand side, this is a friend's mother who has diabetes. This photo here is the second photo. She accidentally deleted the first photo. The first photo, this second toe is very black. The third one looks like the second toe. And the doctor says she needs to get it amputated. So she was due for amputation 1 week later. So one week prior to the amputation, the girlfriend called me and asked me how, what can she do? I said, actually, I do not know, to tell you the truth. I have no personal testimony, although I've heard about it before. So I just tell her, soak the affected area with pH 2.5 salt acid water and then lots of Kangen water. And just try, because after all, next week you're going to cut the two toes, right? Just give it a shot. And 1 week later, you look at the amazing improvement. Still, she needs to bring the mom to the doctor because appointment has been made for amputation. But when she's at the hospital, when the doctor looked at it, the doctor said, you know what, actually, I do not need to cut her toes anymore. It seems like it is fine. Some people say, wow, Kangen machine so expensive. To this elder lady, I think she was 50 years old. Saving the two toes is really priceless. Bottom left, this is a radiation with skin improvement. And then the one in the middle is my colleague. She used to work with me in my Japanese restaurant. I do not call this losing weight. I call this removing toxic waste, toxic buildup in our body. And then this baby photo is just to show you that our strong acidity, our beauty water is very, very safe. Even baby can benefit from it. On top, the 4 slides you see before and after, that is not mine. That is Dr. Shinya. So you can actually find this online. The one at the bottom is shared by one of our senior. I heard this lady, her name is Agnes, lives somewhere in Woodlands. And you look at the amazing improvement. The first photo, she looked elderly, I think, yeah. But with Kangen water, she looks younger and younger. She lost some good weight, and her skin improvement is really amazing. So, if the human body is about 70% water, what you drink matters. Okay, it really matters. Health matters, water matters. This is the internal view of SB501. What it does is, first and foremost, tap water will go through this filter. It removes what you see on the left side, all the impurities and unwanted things that we don't want to be in our water. But this is a patented smart filter. Besides removing the impurities, it's able to still keep the minerals. We must drink water with minerals. It's no good to drink water with zero minerals like RO or water. All right? It's not that they are bad. They are not for healthy people like us. It's only for special conditions. Then doctor will tell you you have to drink distilled water. I will not go further in elaborating that. So having done that process, the water will then pass through. This is what we call an electrolysis chamber. These are electrode plates. You can see minus plus. This is the electric current. Okay. So having gone through this electrolysis chamber, it gives you very high antioxidant, alkalizing microcrystalline water, as well as another choice of acidic water as well. Why Enagic is different? Because due to there's many brands out there. It's crazy. But why are we different? First and foremost, we are ISO 13485 certified. Okay, there are machines by other brands. They can have 12 plates or 20 plates. It doesn't matter. But what is the quality of the plates? It's inferior quality. There's no maintenance possible. Over time, can see all this calcification, mineral deposit on the plates because it's sealed and cannot be washed. But Enagic system is high-end platinum coated titanium plates, medical grade. There is a monthly e-cleaning that you have to do to maintain the health of your plate. It's like your car, you need to send for servicing, right? If you want your car to perform well. The same, the engine, the main engine inside our machine, you have to service it as well. But it's a semi-automatic process, it's very easily done. I'm not asking you to on the floor, take a screwdriver and open up a machine. No. It's by pressing a few buttons and setting it up and it will be done. And if you do that diligently, you will get healthy water and day one for the next 15 years or more. This is one machine that belongs to one of our customers. It looks like a regular ionizer, yeah, it does. But the thing is, because Enagic is the only one with e-cleaning possible, the only one that can clean the plates. If you do not clean the plates after using for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, I do not know how long, yes, outside it looks beautiful, very clean, it looks nice. But if you actually open inside, it is that disgusting. Okay, this client, usually when we do home demo, we will test the water of the client as well, right? As one of the specimens in our demo. Of course, it failed all the tests, no antioxidant, blah, 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 and all that. So the client decided to buy a cake. Then after that, he gave the machine to us, we open it up. So this is what you see inside. Will you drink from this machine? I bet you won't. Okay, so any ionizer, so long they cannot use citric acid to clean and maintain their plate, this will definitely happen over time. Enagic is the one that you can do monthly cleaning with citric acid powder. I will not go in details on this one. So we have several products. The demo that you see earlier, the top 3 machine and bottom 2 machine can produce all the water that you saw in the demo. Bottom left, this is our shower unit. It does not require any electricity. You just plug it in. It gives you very, very high quality water that has a negative ions. There's a very rare commodity or inside-based machine called neodymium. You can go and research about it. This is a very high quality machine as well. It removes all impurities and chlorine. Then the rest of the 5 machines are Kangen machine with different engine size. Okay, so just for fun example, the Junior is like a Mercedes. You know, the SC501 is like a Ferrari, and K8 is like a Rolls Royce. So different engine give you different performance. Okay, so I will end my talk here. If you have any questions, you can just type it in the chat, and I will just hand it back to Sinjo.
Yeah, you saw the boat, right? Same
Oh, yeah.
storm, but not the same boat. Okay, I'll give you a bit of background about myself. 30 years, 40 years ago, when I was sailing as a merchant navy officer on a second mate on a ship, okay, the size does matter. Okay, it does matter. If you have a big ship, 200 meters versus a yacht, which is 20 meters, and the weight of it, and you cross the Atlantic Ocean, it makes a lot of difference. Okay, but today life is not about just this kind of a storm. Life is about your lifestyle, your quality of your standard of living, your family. Because the changes with the digital age is changing so fast. And today, we even have the COVID, okay? And that's the reason why all of us can be doing Zoom together. And out there's a storm. So we are actually in our home, okay? Nice and secure. So which boat are you on? That's the question I want you to put in your head. Okay, the best way not only to survive but to thrive in the new economy, I call it new economy, is human-based franchise marketing. Well, I'm going to elaborate more. You can receive all the benefits of a traditional business ownership without the typical risks. You know what kind of risks am I talking about? Your overheads. And my colleague, Shirley, will be very familiar. She runs a restaurant, you know, and right now, wow, a lot of tables but no people. And there is no cap to your income with this new digital age. Yeah. Okay, if you are going to be paid on performance anyway, okay, with 24 hours, why live with a cap? So in human-based franchise marketing, there's no cap to your earnings. That's the point I want to make. Okay, this is my office and this is your office also. Imagine offices worldwide. Well, I can operate from Hong Kong, I can operate from Taiwan, I can operate from United States, all over the world. We're in 40 locations right now. So this is the big boat I'm talking about. If US is not doing well, Asia is doing well. If Asia is not doing well, I go up close to the North Pole, I can go up to Russia. Russia is still doing okay. If not, I go down south, I can head towards Brazil. This is the boat I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, just think a little bit deeper. With the changes with the environment, does it make sense? Though we see the storm, but you are in a big boat. Okay, the business opportunity here I want to present to you. Kinetic business is for everyone. Why? Male, female, pets, animals, even your plants. Okay, looking at the triangle, you need 1 kg of healthy food on the average. I need a little bit more because I'm a 90 kg guy. I need 1.5 kg. Okay? Then, good water, minimum 2 liters. Good water, we are talking about healthy water, Kangen water. Okay? And these are our daily requirements. But right now, when we look into the air part, okay, we need healthy air. We need breathe in oxygen. Okay? And in there, the mixture of air that we have lots of nitrogen and so on. The big combination is oxygen and nitrogen. But not many people are aware. Our cells, we need active hydrogen. And this active hydrogen, we're going to activate every part of your body because we are all made of cells. Okay? And active hydrogen can only be delivered by good water, Kangen water. Okay? So if you take it tonight as a secret, take home with this. The missing link to our good health is actually active hydrogen. That's the reason why you're hearing lots and lots of testimony. Just by drinking good water, Kangen water, you can see your problem, your issues, you're going to get better and so on. Yeah. The logic is simple. You and me, we are made of water. Okay? Next, what is the market potential? Now we are talking about in Singapore, looking at the law of innovation and diffusion. Okay? Singapore, we have a population of 5.7 million, 1.67 is foreigners, and over plus 4 million are locals. So a household of average 4 person to a household, so we have about slightly more than 1 million. And today, we have only sold 22,000 machines, Kangen water machines. Yeah. So you divide that, multiply by 100, the market share is only 2.2%. Okay? Where are we now? We are at the innovator stage. Okay, you can imagine for a while, just take yourself further down the road, Down the road, okay, with the health challenges and with the changes in the economy, this water machine, Kangen water machine, is going to be like your fridge at home. And every household need to have one like that. Okay? The question is which brand. So if you can see the vision, take on this, as I'm going to share with you the business part and how beautiful and how lucrative this business is going to be. Okay? So you look at the chart, you go up to 100. We are still far for 100. Well, how about the world? We have a world population of 7 billion. Okay? We have sold only 1.3 to 1.4 million. If you work your sums, it's about 0.007%. Yeah, that's the market penetration. Well, the opportunity is great. Don't miss the boat. Okay, I want to share this great message of true health with compassion. Who said this? This is none other than our CEO, Mr. Shiro. Yeah, I'm going to introduce him. He's in his 70s. He looked like that. Yeah. The reason is simple. He has been drinking Kangen water for the past 45 years. You see the difference? Active hydrogen. Okay, I want to share the focus tonight is on this thing called physical health. I came into the business not because I'm looking for a business at that time. I'm quite comfortable working in a corporation. But physically, I have some health challenges. Okay, so when I drank the water over a period of time, I saw my health slowly improve. I got ecema, irritable bowel syndrome, swollen lips, and bleeding piles. I got 4 issues. And this is exactly what I saw Shirlene's slide. After the age of 45, all these things start kicking in. Yeah. Okay? And the second one I will show you is financial health. What is financial health? It's simple. We're talking about dollars and cents, doing the business. And last one, the most important I find, is a healthy state of mind. Because without the stress, without chasing after deadline, without chasing after target, definitely your life will be much better because nobody is chasing you. You only chase after your dream. Yeah, this is what Mr. Oshiro always shared. Mr. Oshiro is a very passionate guy. And every time he visit branches, we have 40 branches all over the world. His main concern is always, how are our distributors doing? How are their financial health doing? How are they doing? Yes. So the clue is financial health. This is what he wants us to see also, not just on the physical. Many of us have benefited. Okay? Next, global patent in 8 points. You know, when you look at a patented plan, well, who will patent the plan? What is the reason for Mr. Oshiro to patent this plan? Okay, this business plan, Mr. Oshiro took 10 years to get a patent done. And it's so unique. Our business plan pay is like no other. And that's why we have the patent to show you. Okay? So, this patent thing is Mr. Oshiro heartbeat. Yeah. The reason is he wants us to not just have physical, financial, mental, all together, but we have our own family, health, all of us drinking Kangen water and doing the business together. That's why, as what Sinjo said, you know, 2/3 of my family is in the business because the reason is simple. Mr. Oshiro offer a very, very good safety book for all of us. Yeah. We're going to unravel slowly, okay? And it's so perfect, a perfect home business. See, right now, I don't know whether you are which part of the world, but I'm sure you're at home, right? So this is the perfect home business. There's no demotion in the comp plan, no deadline to meet, no stocks to keep, no monthly sales requirement, no time limits. Wow, you look at all the no. And this is the best part I like. Everything is no, 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 no. When you come to the earnings, it's yes, 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 yes. Yes, infinite income potential. So I'm going to show you a little bit more. Just hang in there. Okay, I'm going to dive straight into the business plan. This is the marketing plan, 8 points commission structure. And this plan is patented by Mr. Oshiro. Okay, we have these two popular machines, Levelup K8 and Levelup SD501, these two models. Okay, you can see the price over there. And tonight I'm going to focus on the K8 because in Singapore, the K8 is the most popular machine that's been sold. Okay, always remember, when this plan kicks in, Mr. Oshiro is standing by to pay off 8 points. And the value of 1 point is $430 Sing dollar. And for the case of SD, it's 332. You can see it from the screen, okay? So focus on the K8. Okay, you. So when you first started, when you bring in AND, okay, you sell the K8 to AND, the company will pay you $430. Okay, this is your first deal. The second sale, CAN, for example. The company pay you 1A, that means $430 payable to you. Okay, these two are foundational line. You need to have these two, 1A, 1A. You cannot jump into the next. These are foundational, okay? Next, I come to the third sale. Wow, the excitement is coming. Third sale, you are getting 2A. So you sold a machine to Joel. Okay, the company going to pay you 2 points, which is $430 multiplied by 2, which is $820. You see, when you come to your third sale, you're already getting $820. Always remember the value that what Mr. Oshiro is paying versus other kind of distribution. To get $860 on an average of $60 per distributor, you're actually talking about something like 14 people you have to see with other kind of networking. I've been to other kind of networking before, that's why I'm just sharing from my heart. Yeah, that's why I invited my family to join me. Okay, next, when you come to 10 group sales, you'll be promoted to 3 points. So let's say you sold the machine to Jim, the company will pay you $430 multiplied by 3, 1290. Okay, and this is your 10 group sales. So when you talk about group sales, we are not talking about the individual, maybe Ann or Ken or Joe or Jim, but it's everybody, not an individual. Everyone can contribute to the group sales. Okay, so I hope you get it. So there's no time limit and there's no demotion if you don't do anything. So the group will actually saw the vision and it will keep moving forward in this manner. Okay, next I come to 20 group sales. Okay, when you see 20 group sales, it's not a new 20. It is a new 10 add up to the old 10. Combined, accumulative speaking, 20 group sales. So you see my point? No, you work in the any corporate sales job, okay? Every month is a new target. Every quarter is a new target. Every year is a new target. Over in Emergent, it's an accumulation. So I give you an example. If you are the one who took a leave for 2 years and your people below are you very active, okay, they start to share the water and so on and so forth, you can be going on leave, okay, provided you have a 1A and 2A, you can actually skip 2A because the group sales actually contribute to the volume. You can actually jump straight to 3A. And that was what I experienced previously when I first started, okay? Okay, when you have 20 group sales, when you sell your 21st machine to Al, the company will pay you 1720. 430 multiplied by 4. Okay, I quickly move forward. Okay, let's say after 6 months, your whole group has got 50 group sales. The contribution can come from Ann, Ken, Joe, Jim, L. Doesn't matter. The whole group combined. Okay, again, this 50 is not a new 50. It's a new 30 added on to the old 20. So combined together is 50. I hope you can follow. Then when you sell 51 machine to a friend called Fred, the company will pay you 2150. Isn't that good? This is equivalent to some people's salary a month. Yeah. So 2150 is 430 multiplied by 5. You get 2150. Okay, let's say after 9 months, the whole group, the organization has got 100 group sales. Again, this 100 is not a new 100. It's a new 50, add up to the old 50, combine together, accumulate, you have 100 group sales. Isn't that good? I've never seen such a wonderful kind of a comp plan before. Basically, there's no stress. You take your time to accumulate, you motivate your people, share about their dream and so on so that they can see where they are going and this is what they want to go and where they want to go. So when you have 100, when you do your 101 to Glenn, so Glenn is your old classmate, he bought the machine cane from you, the company will pay you 2580 Sing dollar. Basically, it's 430 multiplied by 6. Okay, I hope I've given you an overall picture. Okay, now the next part is a little bit more specific. Hang in there, just follow me through, and I'm sure you will get it. Okay, I'm going to do an overall broader plan. You can see over there on the left, this line represents infinity. That means you can keep on recruiting horizontally, telling people about business, sharing the water and so on. It's infinite. That means you can bring in 1,000 people, 1,000,000 people on the horizontal scope. Okay? And I'm going to focus on the machine K, which is 6687.5 with GST. And red color, the figures red color denotes your commissions in SG dollar. Okay, would it be okay? I understand certain places might not be 430, could be lower, depending whether you pay credit card 36 months by installment or whatever, then the commission will come down a little. Okay, it varies. You check with the person who brought you here. Okay, then this 8 point is a global business plan. Why is it global? We are in 40 locations, 23 countries. Everywhere is operating on the same plan. This is a very, very important. It truly is a global business. I can be in Singapore by getting my earnings from US. I can be in Singapore, my earnings from Russia. I can be in Singapore, my earnings from the Philippines. You all translate. And vice versa. If you're in Philippines, same thing. If you have people over here, you will transfer over there. Okay, the first one I'm going to bring in is 1A. Okay, so to this person called Ann. Okay, and Ann got very excited. He brought in another person. Or rather, the $430 is what pays to you. Red color. I hope you can follow. Then Ann brought in Dell. Okay, again, $430 will be paid to you to why? N is your 1 point business center. Okay, so as long whatever N does, 1 point will be payable to you, and the 1 point is $430. Okay, I hope you follow. Next, Dell brought in Cat. It's also 1 point because it's still their first machine, and $430 payable to you. And Cat brought in Eve, 1 point, which is the first sale. $430 will be payable to you. Okay, you can go on and on until the maximum payout of 8 points. Okay, you can see the arrow on the left. You can still carry on. Okay, but once 8 points is fully paid, then another comp plan is going to kick in. I'm going to come to that later. Okay, what is the total earning? You can see under the group of N, you would have earned 1720 group sales. That means 430 multiplied 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4 to get 1720. Isn't that good? You sell to N once. N saw the system and began to tell people about it. And these are your indirect sales coming from Dell, Cat, and Eve. You follow? Okay, I'm going to move on. Next, your second 1A. Remember I told you the 1A, 1A, your foundational line, you must have them. Okay, then you talk to your friend, Ken. Ken come in, is also your 1A. So the company will pay you $430. And Ken was telling you, oh, Alan, this period I'm a bit busy. Until I settle some of my things, I'm going to start telling people about this. Okay, just leave Ken alone. So from Ken, you actually earn $430. Follow? Next, 2A. Remember, this is your third machine. Joe is your former classmate also. And Joe, look at the machine, saw the demo. Joe purchased the K. Remember? The company is going to pay you $860. 2 points under Joe. That means Joe is your 2 points business center. Okay? And Joe is the same thing, having exams and so on. He said, I'll take a break for a while. I'm not going to start anything. I just be a consumer. It's absolutely fine. Leave it to them. They enjoy the water. They spread the water to the neighbor. Just leave it to them. Okay? Next, 2A. We have Kim. Okay, Kim happened to be from Korea. You know Kim? And Kim very excited when he saw this. Where on earth can you find such a wonderful business model? By giving water to my neighbor and they got interested. So Kim is a 2-point business center. Kim sold to Eva. So when Kim received 1 point, you will receive $860 from Eva's sale. Remember, Kim is a 2-point business center. Isn't that good? Okay, next. Kim sells to Jan. It's also a 1 point. First 2 machine, remember? And you also receive 860. Wow. Because Kim is actually a 2-point business center. You follow? Okay, next. When we come to the third machine, Joy. Remember? Joy is Kim's 2 point. Okay? And how much you receive is still 860. Why? Because Kim is your 2-point business center. It happened that Joy is under Kim as a 2-pointer. Okay, nothing much to do with you, but you just focus on the red color. That is what you're getting paid. Okay, I'm going to show you deeper down. Okay, you can see 2 points from here is payable to Kim. Okay, because Joy is actually Kim's 2-point business center. Okay, we want to focus on Joy. So all the 2-pointers got very excited. You can see Joy began to share with Bob 1 point, and you receive 860 also. I move faster. Then Joy share with Fan 1 point. You also receive 860. These are all your indirect sales. And Joy share with Min is 2 point. You receive $860 to you. Okay. So how many point Joy over Mint is 2 point. Okay. Next, I move from Mint down to Pat. It's 1 point, but you receive 860. The reason is simple. You trace all the way up to Kim. Kim is your 2-point business center. Remember, the plan pay up to 8 points, so you've only collected 4 only. Then you have Rex, which is 1 point. You also receive $860. Okay, when you come to Mint brought in Tat, which is 2 point, and you receive $860. Okay, you add up the figure. Kim 2 points, Joy 2 points, Min 2 points. Hope you can follow. Then Tat began to share with Ali. Okay, Ali happened to live in Singapore. 1 point, but this time you're going to receive 430 instead. Okay, not 860. Then the second one is Anna. Anna is 1 point under Tat. You're going to receive 430 also. Why is that so? Okay, the reason is simple. Because from Tat to Ali, Tat received 1 point. Okay, so Tat to Anna, Tat received 1 point. And you receive 1 point. Can you follow? Okay, so we are coming to the end of the 8 point, but another complaint is going to come in. So now from Tat, you see the earnings from Kim, the whole group. Kim, Eva, Jan, Joy, Bob, Fan, Mint, Pat, Briggs, Tat, Ali and Anna. The whole group is under Kim. Okay? And what is your earning from Kim? It's $9,460. Wow! That's something new I have not heard. You only brought Kim in, and Kim began to spread. And that's the reason why this is a business system. Mr. Oshiro talked about true health. This is one component of it, which is the financial health. You see what I mean? So from Kim account, you actually collected $9,460. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, I'm going to move on. Look at Tat. Tat brought in Dan. Okay, so Dan is actually Tat's 2 point. Okay, you receive 0 from Dan's purchase. Okay, you know why? Because the 8 point has come to the max. You can see the 2 moving back, 2 point, 2 point, 2 point, and for yourself, 0. So the company will never overpay. Because the design of the 8 points is basically put this 8 point, the cost supposed to be for marketing, for overheads and whatever. They take this commission, they pay to us, okay? But the 8 point will come to this part where you're going to come to the end, where another complaint is going to kick in. I show you here. Then sale is outside the 8 points, okay? I hope you can follow this business part. This is a very important thing to understand. Then if you count the number of sales altogether from 1A, N, 1, 2, 3, 4, N all the way to Eve is 4, then Ken, Joe, and Kim. Okay, in total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So you have 18 group sales within your organization, but then it's outside. Then it's the number 19, but it's outside the 8 point. Okay. Then when you have a 3-pointer coming in, this person by name of Jim. Okay, Jim is your 19 machine. So from 10 to 20 is 3 points. Okay, and you sell to Jim, the company will pay you 1290. Okay, I hope you can follow. If you are not sure, check the person who actually brought you here. But basically, this is a comp plan that everywhere around the world operates on this comp plan, on this business plan. Okay, now we come to 4A. 4A is when your whole group has got, after 20 group sales, remember? After 20, you promote to the 4A on the 21st machine. Okay, and everyone that you bring in on the 4A is 1720. Okay, and next, when you come to 5A, it's after 50 machine. On a 51 machine, it's 2150, payable to you. Okay, then when you come to 6A, after 100 machine, it's 2560. I'm going to show you illustration. This person 6A by the name of Kid. Kid is your colleague, ex-colleague. Kid bought a K8 also. So now the company is paying you 2580. Why? Simple. It's 6 point. 430 multiplied by 6. That's why you're receiving commission as 2580. Then Kid brought in Don, 1 point under Kid. And you still receive 2580. Remember, it's actually 8 points, 6 plus another 1 more is 7 only. So you're still getting paid. Don brought in Cat. It's 1 point. You also receive 2580. Wow, that's a lot of money. Yes, that's how generous Enagic is. That's why this comp plan is none other, is patented. Okay, I'll move on. We come to Tan. Tan brought a machine from Cat. Okay, now your commissions is lower. It's 2150. Why? You can see 2150 is actually a fine point. Because above Cat 1 point, Don 1 point, and Kid 1 point, 3 point has been taken out. That's why you receive a commissions of 2580. 3 plus 5 is 8 points. That's the maximum. Then when Tan sells to Zen, you receive 1720. Okay, 1720 is 4 point. Why? Tan, Cat, Don, and Cat. They have collected 1 point each, so it's 4 point. 4 plus 4 is 8. Then Zen brought in Sin. Okay, you receive 1290. So you calculate Zen, Tan, Cat, Don, Kid. 5 points. 5 plus 1290 is 3 points, so maximum 8 points. So you can go further down until the 8 point will come to an end. Then a second part, after the 8 point, what will you get? The comp plan will stop here. Will keep going. Mr. Oshiro is very, very generous. As long as you are moving, helping the people below to grow, seeing the business, he will carry on paying you. Yeah, I'm going to show you. Okay, before we go there, you can see the earning of Kid. Wow, it's 12,900. Can you see at the corner, top right-hand corner? The total earning from Kid is 1290. So over this whole chunk of it, in between 3A, 4A, 5A, when these people begin to build the business, you know how much money you're going to make? That's a lot of money. That's why some people say the Kangen water machine is perhaps an ATM machine. Okay, I'm going to come to that later. Okay, now we come to this. Remember, after 8 point, what happened? You will not be receiving the points. This is what happened after 8 point. Beyond 8 point, the company is so generous. If let's say people below you are 5A, 4A, you're the only 6A because you have done 100 machine. The company is going to pay you education allowance on every machine sold on an infinite level, $256 per machine sold. Isn't that wonderful? You're still getting paid, but different kind of paid. You look at the clue, educational. That means our job is to educate our associate to understand that you can live a Kangen life. Okay, that's why it's true health. Okay, we're going to do a poll here. I've said so much. On the left, you can see is our wonderful Kangen machine. It can do so many things, right? On the right, you can see an ATM machine. Okay, let's do a poll here. What is true health to you? Number 1, Kangen water machine. Number 2, Kangen water machine and ATM machine. Can we do the poll now? Hey, let's join together and do the poll.
Wow.
The figures increasing.
Yep.
Wow, it's fantastic.
Yeah, a few more, a while more, and then we'll get the poll finishing. There's still more people polling. If you give us a few more seconds. More. A few more. Okay. Can you end poll? Okay. Still more polling. I think still more polling. Any more polling? Do we have all polling involved, please? Thank you, so that we have an idea.
Wow. Fantastic. Wow, we have finalized the poll.
Yep, we're finalized.
Wow, amazing. Okay, for those people who prefer to be using Kangen water, there's nothing wrong. You can take your time. But just in case you brought someone in and somebody began to be active, in fact, the person can level you up. But I just want to congratulate some of those, most of us who actually polled 93%. Yeah. See that it is a Kangen melter machine and an ATM machine. Yes, indeed. I just want to share with you. You can sell a burger, okay? The M company, the burger, okay? But you can sell the franchise, the system of the M company. So which one will you prefer? If on the floor there's $5 and $100, which one will you pick? Yeah, I'm sure everyone will pick the $100. No. Pick the $5 and also the $100. The $5 represent the user, it's okay. But the $100 represent the one who actually knows how to communicate the power of this system. That's why my office is 40 locations all over the world. I hope you get it. And you get it, congratulate, really very good. Okay, I'm going to move on. Okay. Let's close the poll. Okay, so the rank title. So when your group size below has got 100 group sales. Okay.
Close the poll, right?
The power of this leveraging is that you do your work once, you train the people, and the people duplicate, the people will actually gather the whole group together and 100 group sales. So there's a small contest towards this 100 group sales. We're not going to that. The company is going to pay you US dollar of $3,000. You see, this company pay bonus in US dollar. And the education allowance, every machine is 256 beyond the 8 points. Isn't that good? I'm going to quickly finish up this portion. And next, you come to that. The next rank is 682. One-time bonus of $6,000 US dollar, and there's a monthly bonus every machine sold. And right now, your group size is very deep. It's gone beyond 8 points. And every machine is $25 per month. And every quarterly, the company will pay you $18 for every machine. Okay? So below you, there's a 6A, and you promote it to a 6A2. I hope you can understand the 2, because below you there are 2 6. Then the next rank is 6A22. I'm a 6A22. That means I have a 6A below me, I have a 6A2 below me, and a 6A2 on my right and my left. And you see below, there are 6A, 6A, 6As. The people below are the one who do 100 machine, and they will elevate me to the next level. Okay, you receive a one-time bonus of 12,000 US dollar and monthly 28 per machine, and a quarterly bonus of 18. Okay, we are quickly go through this. I'm not going to go too much into details. Okay, next, when it comes to this level of 6A2-3. So below you, there's a 6A2-2, 6A2-2, and supported by 6A22. You get a one-time bonus of US 25 and a monthly bonus of 5,000 US dollar. Okay, of course, subject to terms and conditions. There's certain requirement you need to meet in the area of your performance. Okay, so I'm not going to go too deep into that. You check the person who brought you here. Then the next rank is 6A2-4. Judy is our host. Is 6A2-4. So she received a one-time bonus of 50 and a monthly bonus of 10,000 US dollar. Okay, so below her you can see there's a 6A2-3, 6A2-3, both on the right and the left. That's how the structure goes. Okay, I'm going to give you an overall picture of this structure. Okay, the one below, you can see the blue, strong blue line, world first patented 8-point comp plan. This is what I've covered in detail. Okay, and progressing the rank, you have 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A. Okay, they did a study. If people work themselves with the group up to a level of 4A, that means you have done 20 machines, 90% of you will make it to 6A. Okay, so it's very important to encourage your group to have a dream on your own, and you promote to 5A, 6A. And when you rise up in the rank, you need to have a right and left to support you to go up. 6A, 6A2, 6A2, that's where the ranking goes. Okay, I have a good news for you. At the moment, there isn't any 6A2-8. Well, this is a post that you cannot apply for. You got to work with your team, work with your system, and slowly the system will take you there. Isn't it wonderful? Basically, when you do Kangen, you have an extended family that your friends and associates all can come together and to celebrate your achievement. Okay? Okay, these are some of the achievement. Bernard, you can see he received 100,000. He's a 6A3-.
From his presentation, more or less like the career that you can have with Enagic if you follow the system closely. Okay, I don't see him in coming back to the group. So what we'll do is that we will now play a short 1-minute video. Winston,
I'm doing the video, Sinjo.
okay, all right.
Yes. Okay, give me a moment. I'll get it up. There you go. Do you see the screen? I'm going to play the video now. Thank
Thank you very much, Shalene.
you. Most welcome.
Of what Kangen, this company Kangen is doing. I've been working with this company, working from home, what they're doing in order to be able to help people have healthier homes, healthier lives, healthier bodies. It's unbelievable. Have you heard the news? What this machine does? It's incredible. Have you heard the news? They are exploding around the world right now. Everybody is joining because they provide the ability for a person to be able to work from home and help people at the same time. Have you heard the news? Yeah, I'm drinking this toxic water. What am I doing? I'm just absolutely destroying my body with this toxic water. It's so stupid. I mean, I would view that little machine as an ATM machine. You want to put an ATM machine in your house? This is the ability to be able to put an ATM machine in your house and help other people.
Okay.
Did you hear that, Sinjo?
Yes.
Do you want to put an ATM machine in your house? Okay, for those who do not know,
it's in my kitchen.
really, I have one in my kitchen too. It's called K8. So, for those who do not know, the gentleman that you were watching earlier, his name is Eric Worre. He is the ultimate guru for network marketing. Those of you who have previously attended our Monday session, Rise of the Entrepreneur, is a strong advocate for network marketing business for entrepreneurs to come on board. Okay, yearly he has this program called GoPro where 10,000 people will attend to hear him. He is really the ultimate guru. So for him to say what you heard earlier for 55 seconds, that is third-party endorsement. Okay, so think about that. I hand back to you, Sinjo.
Thank you very much, Shalene. Thank you for the introduction of Eric Worre. And just to add on to that, Eric Worre, when he hosts his annual meeting in Las Vegas, he's very, very strong on network marketing. And during the meeting, no one, because we all come from different network marketing background, no one is allowed to bring their company name into the meeting. So it's like, you cannot even bring your water bottle inside there that bears the company name or the product that, you're representing. So for him to do a video, advocating for Kangen water as the drink to have and as the ATM machine to have, I tell you, that is really priceless. That is really priceless. Nobody paid him to say that, but yet he did. And I'm so glad that he endorses our Kangen water. Okay, so with that, we have more or less come to the end of our meeting. But before that, I just want to put up a very slide just to ask you. You have seen the product, you have seen what the product can do, you have seen the properties of the product. The small water as Shalene has shared, the acidity in our body that all of us will have that leads to different kinds of diseases, and also the use of one of the water to even be able to make sure that your family eat very clean and very safe food. Okay, with that, we want to just ask you 3 questions, and I'll put up my slide very shortly. Because you come to this meeting, there must be something that you want to get out of this meeting, yes? You do not want to come and just collect information. What you want to do is so much information. Too much information sometimes just make our head go bigger, right? But we want to change our life. We want to change our water. So I'm just going to put up this poll for you, a slide for you. And then after the slide, I would really welcome that for you all to make some decision on the poll that we're going to put up later after this. What is your decision on this? Okay, so just give me a minute while I do my share screen. Peter, can you just okay, looks like people are ready to poll. Very good. Okay, so the first aim is I'm ready to get started with the Enagic business now, and we have some people who are responding to it. B is I'm ready to invest my health and buy an Enagic Tandem machine now because it's good not just for you, but for your family. And C is I'm not ready to do A or B, but I'm willing to refer the business or the products to a friend because you may know of somebody who needs this for themselves, for their body, for their health, or also somebody maybe during this time that needs additional income, another additional stream of income. Because this one, as what Alan has shared, you can do it at your own time. There is no pressure for you to complete it within a certain time scale. It's just how fast you want to be able to share the business plan out, or even to share the machine, the water to people that you love, that the people that you're concerned about, the people that you care about. Okay, so we are still continuing with the poll, or we'll be ending the poll soon. Okay, I think we have about nearly 40 people who have participated in the poll. Okay, that's the end of the poll. Thank you very much. The poll shows about 71% of all those people who have participated in the poll who are willing to start with the business. I say you have made a very good choice. All right, so we have more or less come to the end. I just have one announcement to make. I think you all are aware that we have this weekly meeting twice a week on Mondays at 8 o'clock Singapore time, and on Thursday also 8 o'clock Singapore time. So do come and join us for our next one, which will be on Monday. The flyers will be out within the 1 or 2 days time, and then you will be able to know the details of what we're going to have on Monday.